Happy Monday, Soul Fam. Welcome back to this channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Frances. I am the founder and lead practitioner at Four Noble and the creator of the Four Noble Tarot deck, which we use every single week here for our weekly tarot readings and which is on sale for one more day. If you're seeing this video on Monday, this is the last day of the sale. This deck is $22 off per deck. So if you buy one, it's $22 off one. If you buy two, it's $44 off your total purchase. If you buy three, $66 off your total purchase. And if you buy four, it's $88 off your total purchase, which is essentially buy three, get one free. I'm also running a sale on my online courses. Those are typically $55 for one course or $150 for the course bundle of 4, and those are all, including the course bundle, 44% off right now. So it takes off a huge chunk. So if you've been eyeing those or if you've been eyeing the deck, please purchase today. I am not doing a just kidding one more day sale. It is ending tonight. So if you are looking to purchase a deck for yourself, gifts for other people for the holidays, or an online course that you've been eyeing for your own personal development, or that you want to gift to someone else, whatever works for you, last day of the sale today. Okay, done with the salesy. It's not salesy, let's be honest. Like I hate, if you know me, you know this. I hate talking about like, I have this thing, please buy it. That's not what I'm doing here. It's honestly like I have this thing and I want to share it with you, and it is more financially accessible at this time, and I want you to have it for you. So that's what I'm doing. It's always so weird for me to be like, and here's this thing and it's on sale and go buy. Like, shop now buttons are hard for me to create. Add to carts, like those things are just, it feels so strange for me, and I'm trying to learn to be like more okay with it, because these are offerings and I have to share offerings with you in order for you to know that they exist, and in order for you to be able to work with them, because that's why I created them for you, based on a call from spirit. So that's where we are, and now this is where we're going to be where we are. That was not correct grammar. This is where we're going. Let's begin our tarot. Let's go. Working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team. And each and every person's here. Each and every person who is here, welcome their team forward as well. Let's dive in. This is beautiful. So, I was seeing a lot of like night animals, like owls and bats and fireflies. And I was hearing this really interesting saying, which I might actually channel from that in a minute here, and we'll get more guidance from the cards. Waking up to the night. Waking up to the night. That's what our teams are telling us. Waking up to the night. So I'm actually just gonna close my eyes for a minute. They're having me channel through this to receive the information we need. Again, we'll pull cards in just a minute here. If you're not interested in channeling, you can skip forward in this video. Waking up to the night, teams, we open the channel now in the highest light for you to come forward. What do you want us to understand? Understand that waking up to the night is the waking up to the darkness that has been in your life that is now time to face. We've given you lots of guidance in the past that you can ignore, that you have permission to ignore, that you can choose joy and choose joy and choose joy. And yes, while we want you to choose joy, now is the time to understand that it is time to see and face and heal the darkness. You are strong, you are worthy, you are wise. Wake up to the night, wake up to the darkness, and see what has been hiding. See what has been on the far side of the moon, the dark side that you cannot normally see or that you choose not to see. Now is not the time to ignore. Now is the time to face, to turn on your night vision and to see through what is there, to see through what is not seen, to see through the unknown. Look for the answers. Look for the truth. Look for the spaces that need healing. For now is the time to do the work. You have 3 weeks. 3 weeks is the time to do the work. And then we shift back into the joy. Now understand that there is not no joy. So there is joy in the darkness as well. That is a lesson that you will come to learn. We have given you the head start to understand that in the darkness there too is joy. It is not all dark. It is not all bad. You will learn that when you see. So wake up to the night. Okay. I have no idea what they just said. I got to go back and watch that. But from what I remember, wake up to the night. We're ready to face the darkness, right? The darkness meaning the shadow self, the things we've been pushing away. And they've given us a head start in the lesson of there is joy in the darkness. There are things to be grateful for in the challenge. So I'm going to let you go on your own journey with that. Okay? Woo! What a way to start off Monday. It's the wee hours of the morning here still. So this is really, really, it's fun. It feels nice and light. Even though they're telling us to go to the darkness, not go to the darkness, but to face what we've been hiding, it still feels very light, okay? I think that we're going to be pleasantly surprised with what we find there and the lessons we learn. All right, team. Moving into our cards, what do we need to know for this week? Where do we need to focus? What do we need to do? There's one hiding over here. So we have two cards, and a single card. So first set of two. Okay, so Four of Swords. This card is about resting. It's about taking a break. This time of year gets hectic, right? I don't think that's news to anyone. And we're being encouraged to move slowly through it and or to create breaks for ourselves within it. So if you're like, I can't move slowly through it, like this time of year is crazy, great, no worries. Like move through your schedule, and Sunday's our day of rest, or Wednesday nights you do something for yourself, or you make sure that you are going to bed at a reasonable hour, not scrolling, and you're waking up maybe 10 minutes later than you normally can, instead of, like rolling around in bed, like you sleep those extra 10 minutes and then get up immediately. So that is the one choice, right? Even if you are busy, schedule in time for very intentional rest, literal rest. So yes, relaxing, but also like sleep, like sleeping and caring for your body. And then also with Four of Swords, this is the card of if you can move a little bit slower, do that. Okay. So the call for rest, I'm also hearing protect your peace. So these moments of rest or of slowness are going to be opportunities for you to protect your peace, to make sure your cup is full. We know we can't pour from an empty cup, so be really protecting that sense of groundedness within ourselves and doing what we need to do to stay there, to stay in peace, and to stay in presence. This is up to you to decide what that means for you, but that is the goal here. Because we have a bit of anxiety and stress coming up in the energy here without anywhere to really put it. Nine of Wands. This card is the card of stress, anxiety, tension, fear, maybe pain from past situations, feeling triggered. So this is in the energy, in the mind this week. And so it's important that you're setting aside this time to rest from Four of Swords, and protecting your peace so that this anxiety, stress, fear, worry does not get the best of you. Because what's happening here, if you heard them say, we have it with nowhere to put it, it's kind of just this heightened sense of stress. And like, maybe not one thing in particular is making us feel that way. So we can't resolve the thing because it's not a thing. It's just kind of this energy that is there. So this isn't so much about go out and fix it. This is about turn inward and rest and care for myself, to feel in my grounded state, to feel in my calm state, so I can realize, hey, wait, everything's good. Everything's okay. I'm okay. Yeah, this is a busy time of year. Yeah, I got a lot going on. Yeah, whoa, this thing triggered me, and I need to actually heal that, wake up to the night. And some of this is just an energy in the air. And so instead of trying to fix a problem that's not there, I'm going to rest. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to come back into peace so that these feelings don't feel quite as loud. Okay, so if there is something going on, please do what you need to do to handle this situation and to care for yourself and your mental health. And understand, like, if you're just kind of like feeling in a heightened state, it's the energy. Okay, so don't let it get the best of you. Make sure that you're setting aside that time to protect your peace. All right, cool. Okay, next, the Empress. Ooh, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we've had these cards popping up here and there, and probably, I want to say that with the last 3 weeks, last month, go back and if you like, you can see what they were talking about. It's not extremely relevant, but sometimes it's interesting to see like why things are repeating themselves. But this week specifically, the Empress card, actually similar energy to Four of Swords, leaning into the divine feminine. So really, really, really radical self-care. This card is also coming through about connection. Where have you been turning off your third eye, your crown? Where have you been turning off connection? Where have you been ignoring signs? Where have you been ignoring that intuitive hit? This week, we can't ignore it anymore. So be this something that's related to waking up to the night and doing the work of the soul to come back into our divine connection with the self, which is what divine feminine connection is, or be that simply allowing yourself to do what feels good, to feel joyous, to feel connected, pull cards, go on a walk outside, wear flowers in your hair, cook, bake, spend time with family, reconnect with your spiritual team. This card is asking you to come back to soul self versus ego space, the thinker, right? That's why we're being triggered this week, heightened this week in the brain from Nine of Wands. It's like, think. Our teams are like, I don't like to think universe challenges us, but sometimes we do. Things are harder and they're like, these things are here to teach you something. How can you stay so true to yourself even when all this out here is busy? How can you stay so true to your intuition? Maybe needing to reawaken there. Do some work to check back in with your soul self and not let that brain win. We need to do that through divine feminine connection. So the nurturer, the connector, right? And through Ten of Swords. This card is not new. This is releasing what is not serving, what needs to die. So this isn't that you haven't done this homework in the past. Maybe some of you are like, ooh, actually I haven't, right? So this is the week to do it if you haven't. And if you have been doing that, right, trying to be really mindful and maybe really even very intentional, right, getting ahead of it. Hey, what's not working? What's not flowing? What doesn't feel good? What mindset? What habits? What things in my home? What relationships? What anything does not feel good? And how can I change that so that I can be in my divine feminine, no matter how you identify. Divine feminine energy, again, the nurturer, the carer, the connector, the grounded, the all-knowing, the oneness. That's divine feminine energy. And it's very light and playful, but it's also the creator, right? So we need to be in this energy as we're closing out the year and coming into 2024. So we know who we are. We can create what we want alongside universe. And we're not carrying this baggage that's not supposed to be there. Ten of Swords says, hey, this stuff is dead. So if you want to carry it with you, that's fine, but it's just extra weight. It is not supposed to be here anymore. So places to look out for, things that don't feel good, things that are not working / that are not easy. That doesn't mean we don't have challenges and have to work towards things, but it does mean that like, if you just keep getting hit left, right, center of like, this isn't working, it's time to take a look. Even little things for me, we've had so much stuff breaking around the house. And this last one, the entire electricity in the back half of our house is out. I'm like, we've been talking about needing to rewire for a long time. We need to friggin' rewire, like now, like before the new year, it's time. I don't know why, but we're doing it. So message sent, right? Little things like that. We can't put it off anymore. Wake up to the night. Okay, so that the reason is, we're getting to the reason now, we can live in connection with soul self, connected self, creator self, aligned self, instead of ego space, right? That's the why. That's the big why we're doing all this work. And it starts this week with rest, with closing out the things that are gone. Weeks ago, the word was expired, things that are expired. Something else they're showing me in my mind's eye, almost like a reptile that has molted, right? That has gotten rid of the old skin. Imagine if it carried it around with it. How annoying would that be? No, it just leaves it. It doesn't care what happens to it. It's like, oh, bye. And it just goes away, right? That energy is what we're coming into this week. All right. And letting soul self win versus ego, meaning brain space, or ego meaning I do this for them. For me. Yeah, because I'm awake, I'm aware, I am aligned because I've done this other work. So I choose me. And that is the most beautiful devotion to yourself and to your divine feminine self that you could possibly do. Okay. All right. And last card here. Well, talking about reptiles, I didn't want to say this word because some people have an immense fear of this animal, but I was seeing a snake. Hey, we got the Five of Wands, which is snakes. So Five of Wands, this is the card of conflict. Be this conflict around you, global conflict, internal conflict, brain, right? Five of Wands says we need to know when to fight and when to surrender. Okay? There's fear here. I'm going to talk more to your personal internal conflict right now, or conflict in your relationships, because global conflict is only so much in our hands, right? I want this is talking about what is in your hands. Five of Wands is telling us the reason that we're fighting, either in the head with yourself or with people around you, is because you're scared. You're scared of things falling apart. You're scared of losing something. You're scared of the unknown, right? So much of our anxiety is because we don't know. You're scared of something going wrong. You're scared of something going right. And then how is that going to change everything? Scared of change as a whole. So there's a lot of fear here. I want you this week identifying, what am I actually scared of? Why am I fighting? Why is there conflict here? What is the underlying need? And how can I address that? And in conflict, when is it okay to put my hands up and walk away so that I can protect my peace, so that I can stay true to who I am? Or do I need to fight? Because that is staying true to who I am. And I will only feel peaceful if I stand my ground, right? So I can't answer those questions for you. These are questions coming from Spirit that they want you to ask yourself. When do I need to fight? And when do I need to step back? With the main underlying question of, what is going to protect my peace the most so that I can be in alignment with my truest self? Okay, that's the question to the question. Yeah. And also, what is the underlying need? Why am I afraid? Which is creating this conflict. What do I really need, and how can I address that? Again, so I can stay in alignment with that Empress energy, true to me, in line with intuition, with Spirit. Okay? So some work this week, waking up to the night. I think that's a beautiful way to encompass this. But everything is coming back to the why of, we're the Empress. Regardless of gender identification, you are the connector, the creator, the one, meaning oneness, wholeness. That's why we're doing this, so we can feel in that peace, grounded, aligned state. Okay? So beautiful. Wow. Thank you for being here. And thank you, teams, for being here. What beautiful guidance this week. If you have not already, please don't forget to like this video if something resonated with you. And don't forget to subscribe. I am really hoping to grow this channel with more people. So feel free to share with a friend, feel encouraged to share with a friend. I love doing this with you, and I just think that it's such a beautiful way to stay in alignment with self. So I'd love to connect with more people. I'm sending so much love and light to you. If you feel called to donate to what I call the love jar, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. Thank you so much for those of you who do, and for those of you who feel called to, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see every single penny that comes my way, so thank you so much. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Sending so much love. Last day of the sale is today, so if you want to save, description box, just all the things in the description box. All right, fam, I will see you next Monday. I hope you have an amazing week.